color. I see tenant and tenant, they end up not call. All because of color. I see the landlord, they give tenant notice. All because of color. That bubble, they choking company in neck. All because of color. If I dey think about mama saloon, I want for make it better. If I dey think about mama saloon, I want for make it prosper. But from 1961 we get independent. Always in a sin color. Hey, boy, waiting a sin color. Police and soldier don't mix up bang and bang. I say bang color. When I check all the offices them today, waiting a sin in a color. And it is just a story. And no one they see glory. I say na story. Make we give on a story. Salon people get one problem. The color don't well, yeah. But that time now we saw him. Make we give on a story. Salon people get one problem. The color don't well, yeah. But that time now we saw him. Social media don't flop with mommy cause all because of color. Some man they suffer na prison today. All because of color. Family now they talk to one another. All because of color. Hey, boy. All because of color.
Brothers and sisters, let we come together so we go to now stronger. Like a concrete pillar. Let we remember, brother, the way that we been so far. Some man for on a gutter, mele do like so kagata. And the man and man say we on a brother. The man and local man say we on a brother. The politics, no make us scatter. The color, no make we wonder. Why we dey vex we safe? Why we dey kill we safe? Why we dey mock we safe? Why we dey hate we safe? Color, don't quell ya. Everybody,
don't quell ya. Make we give on a story. Salon people get one problem. The color don't quell ya. But that time now we saw him. Make we give on a story. Salon people get one problem. The color don't quell ya. But that time now we saw him. Price control not taking us all because of color. Abacha baby then all don't scatter. All because of color. Woman no get rights again na the cause. All because of color. No justice for the poor. All because of color. Hey, I know one day see glory. Tell the story. I know one day see glory. The people that die not so all because of color. People die na Makeni. All because of color. Police say see me and the bad war. All because of color. Every day not trouble. Just because of color. I know people they die. Every day not trouble. Election they come. Don't go die for color. Color don't fall, yeah. Make we give on a story. Salon people get one problem. The color don't fall, yeah. But that time now we saw him. Make we give on a story. Salon people get one problem. The color don't fall, yeah. But that time now we saw him.
corruption are the order of the
All
day.
because of color.
See for it, Simona.
All because of color.
Salon now, he don't hang like a banger.
All because of color.
Make man a face, don't be like a banger.
Stay tuned to Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. And Fambule made already time. We're going to go to Studio 2 and bring calm the program. Good morning, Salon. Stay blessed.
From New Englandville Studios, good morning. Welcome to the midweek edition of the program Good Morning Saloon, where they come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Today now Wednesday, April 15, 2026, and we'll bring the program to you this Wednesday morning. My name is Mano River.
And Mina Karifa to Conte, good morning. Inside the program this morning, the Minister of Communication, Technology and Innovation, Salim Abbas, say government don't get 2 billion. Government don't get but $2 million from one private company for pay Saratel workman them and self-take over the company. The lead prosecution witness inside Zainab Sheriff in case, Yusuf Isaac Sise say, then satisfied with the decision when Magistrate Mustafa Brahmajat take for sentence the CEO for Reduce Lapa Movement Zainab Sheriff because they believe say the states don't get justice for this matter. And today inside the program, Radio Democracy go talk to the first time SLPP chairman, John Oponjo Benjamin, we will talk about the status of governance and democracy in the country.
With this and plenty other stories than for inside the program this morning, plus the Minister of Finance, Sheku Fantamade Bangura, say Salon need more support from IMF and World Bank as the country don't begin face global economic shock and exchange them because of the war between Iran, America, and Israel. Members say the list will be live on www.radiodemocracy.sl. Members say na Africell the power Radio Democracy for bringing the program Good Morning Salon can to you. Members say the list will be live from Radio Partner them. Radio Chalet 89.5 na Koina Dugan Falabadi Street. Same also on Radio Maleng 88.5. Radio 1G11.3 na Pujondi Street. Radio Colin 90.0 na Cambia. Radio Mwa 105.5 na Kaila. Vupad Radio na Watalo. Voice of Sandon Radio 95.7 na Konodi Street. Voice of Karine na Kamakura 98.0. Voice of Masoro Pujondi Street. Advocacy Radio Putloko Street. Radio Katbami on 106.7 at Tonko Limba. Earth FM on 95.9 at Moyamba District and Tongo Radio FM on 107.5 FM. The program na Good Morning Salon will come to you live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. You can be part of the program by sending you a message now Radio Democracy Facebook page and YouTube page, and same way so you can drop in a message on the number 077-981-981.
The program na Good Morning Salon they come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We're now at time for make we start for look at issue na the program. The Student Union President na the Multimagai Technical University, James French, said them as students want transparency, integrity and accountability pan the suspension issue of Professor Philip John Kanu. James French talk this way in the updates but issue them where they affect the students them and reason why the administration now they don't like how it be used for day because of the suspension of Professor Philip John Kanu. For more on this, let me join reporter Alfred Jana.
The Act of 2021 been turned the Multimanga College of Education, maybe they can teacher them to technical university where now they give certificate, diploma, and degree to students them we meet the different requirements them. But the process now one way gets concerned as group of lecturer them believe say the process for recruit lecturer them turn university not be fair and be blamed the university vice chancellor and principal Professor Philip John Kanu. But this being term, lecture will reach the public from the university chancellor in office suspend the vice chancellor and principal Professor Philip John Kanu. As part of the investigation process they continue, make the Student Union President James French explain this.
The letter we dey circulate on social media, I go one talk say as a court member, I know aware and other court member are not aware again because there was a particular day last week or so. It is Thursday. We're gonna minister called meeting for court member. They're gonna meet with them on this same issue at the emphasis at the college. After the meeting, the chancellor come and talk say, he don't sign a document on behalf of the court, say the VCMP for step aside. But court member therefore ask which document inside, because the previous court meeting they be set a committee for look into the case here, and the committee no get report it.
The Academic Staff Association, now the body where they represent lecturer the concern, let we listen to the president for the association, each member Shiu Kibe, and talk about a role by this process.
The investigation is just say yes, somebody do tampering and they do alteration, but the reports not clearly able to cut out whether do this tampering. And one scenario where they within they say the document and the process of recruitment, the VCRP don't be there in charge. They say that the registry, but the report maybe for points specifically would do the tampering. And that's the point. So this second committee, subcommittee, so you don't set up any kind of look at the most critical aspect when I for ensure say they let show the way they get there consolidated, they address the issue, and they want the way they made for inside back, they come inside back. And me as staff president, me role for advocate, and I think right from the onset, that I be fight for. All they want the way they feel say they support for inside and staff them and ensure say they come. And I'm quite sure with this last subcommittee so they don't settle, if they let them let them work freely, we'll be able to get light at the end of the tunnel.
Ishmael Bashir Kibe continue say, not to the university court, wherein as president and member, take the decision for suspend the vice chancellor and principal.
Then two on the issue of the VC and P stepping aside, when we don't hold the executive meeting this morning, we don't say as long as the issue don't lay before the court, and we understand say the VC and P don't take a legal stand, not to discuss it. Because they under the court purview and the legal system said the investigator. But this will last meeting on the 8th of April, where we characterized by reading a letter for ensure say the VC and P step aside, the reaction of the court members we say we support the Danley. Because the letter indicates saying that the court members asked the chancellor for a sign. But when the chancellor come back, we'll get to your meeting, we'll make it very clear to him that no, all of us are indicated in the court. So if there's a decision, we have to come back and discuss those decisions before you can sign on our behalf. We look forward to that, but we should be quite sure say the legal steps where the VCRP don't take and also the court. We don't say the court contain of people the way they get credibility. As long as that recommendation around the VCRP not follow due process, we ask that they follow the due process, the right thing be done, so that we start members and they will come on board and the principal back, depending on the good work we don't do at the university, make it come back and bring work.
The democracy will continue from monitor within the happen at the Mano College of Technical University. For the Society for the Democracy, Mina Alfijanadi reports.
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue. Inside the program, we continue to look at more issues as we wait with studio guests. Inside the 2025 state opening address to Parliament, President Bill been talk about key area the way it thinks in government will improve from where it take power, like light, road, health, economic, mines, and other area them. So as we look back inside President Bill in 8 years in office, we go back to the state opening address and listen to some of the things them where President Bill say it don't achieve from where it take power. For more on this, make we join Cherno Jalo.
It been take President Bill 1 hour 26 minutes for explain to member of parliament them, but waiting in government don't do inside the past year them, and this state opening been somehow short compared to other one them with President Bill we don't do inside the last 6 years. President Bill been start for 10 member of parliament them, but waiting in government don't do for agriculture, education, well body, and later move to light business.
As your talk and do president, I am proud to report that as of July 24, Sierra Leone's compact was among the few approved to continue. We are finalizing the Vision 300 Energy Compact, targeting 2.4 billion to expand electricity access to 78% of the population and raise renewable energy to 52% by 2030. We are expanding our national generation capacity through strategic projects that are already underway. 108.5 megawatts non-gas to energy plant at Kisido Yard, a 40 megawatt respite solar project, and a 40 megawatt Skytech solar plant at Karakwe. Our goal is clear: to generate over 1,000 megawatts of power by 2030.
From light, a go per road business.
Through public-private partnerships, we are financing the Koblo Kolama Mabang Bridge and the 86-kilometer Moyambagamba to Junction Road. Proposals for the 85-kilometer Mano Junction, Tongo, Bumpe, Road. 2024, the Road Maintenance Fund supported the upkeep of 1,403 kilometers of roads, culverts, bridges, ferries, and created a modern road condition database with the ILO. This year, 39.7 millions has been allocated to local councils for road maintenance and rehabilitation.
President Bio say government able to do all this because of the economy they do well.
In 2024, GDP grew by 4%, driven by mining, agriculture, construction, light manufacturing, and tourism. Inflation fell from 54.5% to 9.38%. The yuan depreciated only by 5.7% against the United States dollar. Domestic revenue reached 14.6 billion. The fiscal deficit narrowed to 4.8% of GDP, and public debt declined to 39.5% of GDP through disciplined repayment and exchange rate stability.
The economy they do well, according to President Bio, because of government policy them. Now the mining sector and other area them we make government now they get couple from their sector than they.
Mining remains a cornerstone of our economy. In 2024, mineral exports generated $1.12 billion with growth in iron ore, rutile, and mineral sands. Reforms under the 2022 Mines and Minerals Development Act have strengthened transparency and community benefits. This year, we disbursed $6.7 million in community development funds for schools, clinics, and water systems in Port Loko and Tonkolili. Non-tax mining revenues rose by 34% to $28 million due to better oversight and increased production. But our vision goes beyond exporting raw minerals. We are adding value locally, diversifying exports, and ensuring sustainable practices.
Inside this state opening, parliamentarians them get different reaction to what the president they say in his speech, and this they show through the undertone whatever they give as the president they make in his speech. And one thing we go notice now that member them of the opposition be they get question with regards to certain achievements them with the president they point at, and member them of the government bench they support most of the thing them with the president they say in government don't able for do. But then question and support here just normal inside any state opening. For the Society for Radio Democracy, me, Nacheng Nojalo, the report.
Program is still listening to our media show. It comes to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Well, as for now, we hear you one power airline today. We talk to the first SLPP chairman, Winner John Opunjo Benjamin, as he go come for talk about the state of governance and democracy in the country. The program Good Morning Salon they continue, and we continue for look at more issues in the program. The lead prosecution inside Zainab Sheriff in case Yusuf Isaac say then testify with the decision, then satisfy with the decision where Magistrate Mustafa Maja take for sentence the CEO for the Duty Lapa movement Zainab Sheriff because them believe say the states don't get justice for this matter. Zainab Sheriff been the tinap na court for 2-count charge. We get for do with incitement and threatening language. Outside the magistrate been found am guilty on all 2 the count charge them. We making sentence and for go jail for 4 years 2 months. Outside in sentence and 4 years 2 months for incitement and sentence and 2 months for threatening language. For more on this, Debbie German reporter Fatu Nyangi Jibaba.
We was send a message so nobody no would cheat and say 8 million people and proudly go free. That is how Kore Sanko was acting. Anybody will cheat election and salon, they act like Kore Sanko and before deal with them as such.
That na somebody word them with Zainab Sheriff, the CEO and founder for We Duty Lapa movement, been talk na Atuga Stadium inside January 31 this year. Where this make, police been charged am with incitement and the use of threatening language. Where this, according to police, they against Salon law. And this matter, we don't they come up na court for like 7 term, and all in term ya, the magistrate will be the sit on for this matter, but they deny Zainab Sheriff bail. And term reach, where the magistrate been adjourn the matter for judgment. But this decision come after where the defense not been agree for carry on with the matter at some point. And after where the magistrate adjourn the matter for judgment, the defense team been write wetin dem call notice of motion for apply for bail na High Court before Justice Mageba, even where this matter been still in a magistrate court. And this decision for apply for bail na High Court na based on the provision of Section 76 subsection 3 of the Criminal Procedure Act number 8 of 2024. And one part the defense lawyer in this matter, M. Jallo, argue before the High Court say the Section 76 inside the Criminal Procedure Act give the High Court power for grant bail pan any matter, even when the matter still in a magistrate court. And he tell the judge say the magistrate been deny client's bail when he not been dey give any reason. This statement make the state counsel Yusuf Isaac Sise object and talk say the magistrate been dey give reason why in dey deny Zainab Sheriff bail, where one pardon reason than that. The convict na been flight risk and na warrant na bring and kana court. Justice Mageba, after where he don't listen all the arguments from the defense and the prosecution, himself denied the bail application for one reason where he say the matter still in a magistrate court, and that he go give the defense more reason why he deny bail. And right from High Court, this matter run down back na magistrate court, who said the date for final judgment reach when na Tuesday, April 14 this year. But before in passing judgment, the magistrate read all wetin he been record throughout the court proceedings. Usai he may comment on some of the points them where the defense counsel been raised. Where one na that the convict now when Zainab Sheriff no been point out for nobody inside his statement, and the magistrate say for make incitement occur, no need for point out per person, and safe, e no need for get specific person for come talk say he feel incited after where he listen the word, and hence the defendant don't talk word wey go encourage or suggest for kill person or do bad thing, don't mean say incitement don't occur. Magistrate Mustapha Brahmaja Semwe say elect complainant not upon this case, but hence person dey when they prosecute the matter and he able give evidence in a court, then the court go able convict defendant. After where he don't look inside the legal meaning of the word them wey Zainab talk na the video, the magistrate found Zainab Sheriff guilty of the 2 counts charged them when na incitement and threatening language. And he can reach them where the state prosecutor Yusuf Isaac Sise talk na court say then na the prosecution team no they celebrate, but then satisfied with the court in decision because they believe say the state don't get justice for this matter, and he suggest say they go want for make the magistrate give the convict sentence when not they below 5 years. And after where the prosecution team don't talk this, it can reach them where the magistrate for campus judgments for this matter. And Zainab Sheriff will be sit down grown at the dock and grab Tinap as the magistrate they come decide in fate. And Magistrate Brahmaja, before him passing judgment, ask the defendant and the lawyer if they go get anything for say, like plea mitigation. But RSV right, when the lead defense lawyer upon this matter, tell the magistrate say, in client, they are the magistrate in hand totally. And as best as in knowledge go serve am, the word where in clients talk, now for defend the constitution. But if it don't be so, let the magistrate decide. Where the defense don't talk this, Magistrate Mustapha Brahmaja talk say the crime where the convict commit na serious one, and he get for do with life, and so he go consider him as waiting in call felonious crime, we making sentence the convict to 4 years per count 1 and 2 months per count 2, and the order say the sentence for run consecutively. After this judgment, the supporter of Olapa movement, when Zainab Sheriff in advocacy organization, begin cry and talk their own opinion by this matter.
Now, woman with the people there, when see with the woman that will stand for cry for them. But when see what they ask for per government for, may they go pardon them for we. Let me tell you, come on, and they pay me transport and they can't hire, they hope for the best. So look how they come up with today. For inside the statement, when not cause any harm, now no money they go jail for.
But what's going to happen to Lapa movement? When the CEO and Zainab Sheriff, blogger for day for 4 years, the PRO for Lapa movement, we can get this for say.
We duty go continue. And we go for end. We go continue with mission. With mission is we want for all women take part in politics. We want women at this ticket here so. We organization for that anyway. We go continue because it's not Zainab in the game.
And now Sue Fofana, na woman activist. And waiting this mean to woman them in self-giving your own opinion.
As you see the woman in the cry now, we're all in tears. But we hope say the law where they use today for Zainab would be used and should be used for any other person will fall within the category of what the law has said.
And now that Zainab Sheriff in case no end for now, after plenty public comments and controversy, usai plenty they say Zainab in word not for put and behind bars. But one thing we're clear now na that the law big pass all and indifferent from public opinion. For Radio Democracy and with support from Theodore Arena, me na Fatu Nyang Jibakwa the report.
The program Good Morning Salon they continue as we tell on inside the program this morning. We talk to the first and chairman for the SPP party, Wayna John Oponjo Benjamin. We just get inside the studio this morning. Good morning, sir. Welcome to Radio Democracy.
Good morning, my brother.
Okay, continue for the way to inside the program. We'll come over to you shortly. We'll take another material now to go to the Ministry of Planning and Economic Development, outside the Minister of Planning and Economic Development, Kenya Balese, the 16th session of the Mano River Union Technical Commission of Administration and Finance, where they carry on a free tongue, will bring transformation among country them na Mano River Union and self make way for organize the Union of Ministerial Council and Head of State Summit will not happen for over 10 years now. For more on this, make we join Adeyemi Jackson.
Mano River Union, a sub-regional organization and they be formed inside 1973. The main reason for promote economic cooperation, share development idea, regional integration, peace and stability between Salone, Guinea, Liberia and Ivory Coast. Every year, members then at this different country can come together for talk about how they for work as one, for identify team them, we go bring development among the country them. Because of this, make delegates from the 4 countries we make up of the Mano River Union. They known as Salone for the 16th session of the Mano River Union Technical Commission for Administration and Finance, as this na 4-day meeting with the Mano River Union Secretariat together with the Ministry of Planning and Economic Development, they organize. Where it is talk, the Secretary General for the Mano River Union Secretariat, Ambassador Simeon Moriba, talk more about the reason for this meeting.
This is a statutory meeting of the Mano River Union. Normally, we have the organs of the Mano River Union at the Summit of Heads of State and Government, the Ministerial Council, the Technical Commissions, and the DSC of the Secretariat. The Technical Commissions provide guidance and direction on activities of the Union. And one of them is the Commission on Finance and Administration. This particular commission reviews the financial activities of the Secretariat, taking into consideration the resources that are provided and how the resources are utilized to meet the objectives of the Union. At the same time, review administrative issues, structure, governance, and the operations of the Secretariat, and see whether there are gaps in terms of ensuring the effective and efficient operation of the Secretariat. They also review issues related to programs and projects, their financing, and then, of course, the partnerships that are established to effectively support the Secretariat in its operations.
The Secretary General for the Mano River Union Secretariat, Ambassador Simeon Moriba, also talked about the recommendation where they go develop and later go present them to the Union of Ministerial Council and Summit meeting where the Secretariat they plan for organize.
This meeting is a prelude for the Union Ministerial Council and the Summit. because the recommendations emerging from this meeting will guide the trust and direction of the actions taken by the Ministerial Council and the resolution they prepare for the approval of the heads of state and government. So it is a very critical commission that guides the trust and direction of what the Secretariat does. They are going to present to the Ministerial Council, and the Ministerial Council will then do resolutions to the heads of state and government. The recommendations basically guide the trust and direction of how the resources are managed, where they are coming from, what are the gaps, and then the program activities, what are the focus of those program activities, and how can they support the achievement of the objectives of the Union. And then if there are gaps, what recommendations are they going to make to the Ministerial Council to address those gaps and challenges?
Inside in own talk, the Minister of Planning and Economic Development, Kenya Bale, say this meeting go help bring transformation among the 4 countries them and go pave the way for the head of state meeting where he say for the past 10 years not happen.
It is my distinct pleasure and honor to invite you to this 16th ordinary session of the MRU TICAT, which I see as being particularly significant this year, because I believe this particular TICAT is going to lead up to a summit. I'm very optimistic about the MRU this time around, because in the last time that the MRU actually held a summit was 10 years ago, but this TICAT is definitely going to lead up to a summit. This is a time that there will be a transformation in MRU. I, as a minister, pledge my utmost support to this endeavor. So, DG Moriba, it's over to you. You have my commitment, but it's over to you now to move the team.
The Minister of Planning and Economic Development, Kenya Bale, and for assure member them we present at this meeting say a ministry ready for work with the Mano River Union Secretariat for implementing recommendation them where they go pull from this meeting. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Adeyemi Jackson, the report.
You ready for change the face of agriculture in Sierra Leone? Sierra Leone Chamber for Agribusiness Development, SLICAD, through partnership with government of Sierra Leone, they work for bring private investment inside the agriculture sector so that we go get more food, more work, and better life for all man. As one big promoter of the Feed Salon initiative, SLICAD they push for food security and job creation for reduce poverty and build inclusive growth. SLICAD they make sure say farmer them and agribusiness people get access to quality seed fertilizer and agrochemical on time and for affordable price. This na your opportunity. Join the movement where they transform agriculture, empower youth, and build one better Sierra Leone. Join SLICAD today and make history together.
The road now for you, so you for take 10 use if you walk or they drive, you for always take care.
Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority SLRSC management get for nobody the way a manner where some people then they take money from the public, they make false claims say now for Seka SLRSC. This nothing way then condemn bad one, and the one for let the public know say SLRSC no ever asks for that. As part of the commitment for improved service delivery, SLRSC don't make sure say then service then they across the country. This is the breakdown of driver's license by category and cost. Category A na for motorbike license normal na 660 leon. Category A plus na for tricycle license normal na 660 leon. Category AA plus na for motorbike and tricycle license normal na 660 leon. Category B na for where you drive car, jeep, van na 1,200 leon. Category C na for where you dey drive truck normal na 1,250 leon. Category D na for excavator them and machine them where they dig the ground na 1,300 leon. Category AB na for motorbike, car and jeep them na 1,550 leon. Category BC na for car, jeep and truck them na 1,600 leon. Category CD na for truck and machine them where they dig ground na Now 1,650 leon. Category ABC are for motorbike, car, jeep, and truck them. Now 1,700 leon. Category BCD now for jeep, truck, and machine that way they dig ground. Now 1,750 leon. Category ABCD now all the category them. Now 1,800 leon. Do ya get this that you mind say the money where you dey pay for new license now the same money you dey pay for renew your license by category. Always ask for official receipt where you pay. SLRSA they make all things bang bang and serve salon people them with respect. They want the public for report any of them kind of a thing and they to SLRSA by way for call the another number yasu +232 76 643 664 +232 76 858 635 +232 75 198 796. Now Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority and Autospect SL Limited bring this message to you.
The road now for you, so you for take 10 use If you dey waka or dey drive, you for always take care. When you follow the road signs, you go know.
Bloomberg digital banking don't come for it.
I said so. You look stressed so.
Nah, bank they won't go so.
Me sister, go digital.
Digital?
Yes, with Bloomberg Digital Banking. Just tap, click, swipe and send money, receive money, check your balance, pay your bills and get quick loans before Jacko Kotiai.
But Abula fly.
Well, bring your phone.
Not so easy and quick.
Yes, with Bloomberg Digital, you can bank with freedom anytime na the world. Your money is safe and secure. Also, you can do business and transfer money instantly by your currency across Africa. Quick one with Colats.
Wow! As from today, call me Aisatu Bloomberg Digital.
Aha! Aisatu Bloomberg Digital.
Yes, na me name. I dey go tell all me party them for join Bloomberg Digital Banking.
Bingo! Waiting you dey wait for. Go ahead and download our digital banking app from Google Play Store and Apple Store or visit any of our branches for further details. For no more, you can visit our website bloombankafrica.com.
No left piano, cause Bloomberg Digital they make you bank
with Colats. Bloombank Africa. Let's make it happen.
The program now, Good Morning Salon, it come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. And where they bring the program come to on this Wednesday morning, me na Karifa to concert.
My name is Usman Kamara.
Well, inside the program, as we don't introduce you studio guests, when at the first time, SLPP Chairman John Oponjo Benjamin, we go can talk about the status of governance and democracy in the country. So with that, I want to give a small brief background about John Oponjo Benjamin. Now, he's Sierra Leonean born at Shewema, Kailaun district. John Oponjo Benjamin, where people can call Joebu, been start in work career as a teacher for the first 2 years after college from 1976 to 1978. Joebu be later work as teacher at the government model secondary school in Freetown inside 1978. Mr. Benjamin opts for government service and then be appoint him as the acting head of meteorology of the Land Resources Survey Project now the then Ministry of Agriculture and Natural Resources. Fast forward inside 2009, JBB decide for step up in service to the SLPP, also being contest for the position of chairman and leader at the party conference when they be all na Kenema district. Also then be votes for him for be the chairman and leader for the SLPP. But with that small background I don't give because the background is so long, so you can tell me who that's not John Oponjo Benjamin.
Well, first I tell them Boku thank you. Some time ago at Kenya, I drive street. Was today for Kaya, I get for Ben. I see when I did part construction, so
yes,
I'm wishing her well.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Well, currently, we party SLPP. We're the head of all the other parties there. We talk about governance. Charity begins at home.
Yeah.
We don't do all we elections there. We prepare for the general election, which will come in the year 2028. And you find out, say, before you go into election, You get people that when they serve the party. So with party now, we don't do all, we look at elections at zonal level, at constituency level, at district level, regional level, national level. All the positions there, where people they forget, they don't get it. Now one don't left.
Okay.
We now flag bearer and leader. And now that person there, we hopefully so tell you, if it be me, when they elect me, then now we now get for faith for make sure say we get the next presidency, so that after President Bio, we still get president, we will come out from SLPP. And currently, as you know, na PR system we get proportional representation, and nine with the run government on. And indeed, it don't serve we well, because as a country where they get difficulties, first they will do election. Every other month or year, they get by election. Always somebody die when I get to do election. You understand? And it always lead into conflict here and there. Currently, the system is simple. When I don't do election, for the next 5 years, when we do no election.
Okay.
So this is why you see we get stability in our country in terms of governance. Currently, both APC and SLPP, we no more get people in a parliament. APC and SLPP. Anybody will go take in life or wait for some reason in life will go overseas. That in position they will not they fight for it. It's already organized. So
but this system now the one where the main opposition party when APC they kick against say no wants for USAM. So what I take on that?
You see, then they underrate the benefit we they get as a country, and then believe say the new system where they get way could cash for day all the time, and that them prefer. And this country, yeah, I think so we don't pass that stage. We want for day in a position we say we'll get peace of mind. We'll do election. You see, the country, you get what they call responsibilities that we then don't put into a system. We get councils. We then get councillors all over. So in terms of development and representation, it is again decentralized. So when you say parliament, where you get MPs there now, then they come on district basis, where you come, for can't serve in a parliament, for look at the laws and governance in the system. So you focus on that. Development there in the hands of councils. You get councillors. And indeed, APC, yes, then few say, oh, come the next election, they don't win. That is not the case. Even if you win, you want to make you get stability. You understand? That will not take all way they go by that constituency thing. You get a lot of drawback. You get a lot of threat. And indeed, you find out, say, when we don't put this system in place, for the past 3 years, you not get no election fight. You understand? And even within the party, because we said the Fed the begin first. Somebody don't pass away in one constituency. Would I go give symbol to? Fed don't follow at the party first. Would I give symbol to? Now they Fed the begin first. When I don't cross the hand enough, then when I can't contest now with other political parties, other Feds open back. How long we will depend that? Okay. So all of that now we don't put behind in this new system we call proportional representation. So I think say for us, me believe say that and the way forward.
All right. My colleague mentioned about concerns from different political party them, the APC in general and other people where they kick against the PR system because then say it will make people where they represent them people not go able to hold them accountable. The NP or councillor go only serve them party instead of the people.
You see, the party is supposed to serve the people there. You understand? So at the end of the day, the party they serve the people there. And whether they work for the party, now you councillors or you MPs, you understand? And it don't mean say now then definitely they serve. Now the party they serve because like when the MP they do anything, now through the party they do, and now the party they empower. You see? Now the party they empower. All what you they say is that you get a party we properly organized. We will make sure say that areas are all attended to at all times, through in councillors, through in members of parliament. So, I mean, somehow, now excuses then they find for make we go into continuous conflict. So that all the time when they perfect fit, when we feel say, if we don't put that behind, we will focus on stability and development.
All right. The PR system in the initial start of what do we mean to go around now that it will make smaller party them able get access to parliament. But in this case, we not see that. We just see two political party them and push away some of the smaller party them not for being in parliament.
You see, people, they go into forming parties and feel say you will be rewarded. You get for be effective. As a small party, you get your own concept right. If, for instance, you command a region, you form party for the interest of a region because of mining, you go there, you get you people there for support you fully. I mean, definitely, you go get a way through. For instance, when Connor, the Samsman go form a party, out of 8 constituencies, he win 8. They win 7. Then out of the 2 councils, 9 win both councils. So now the effectiveness of the party, they form a party and believe say you will just be rewarded. You get to be effective. I mean, some time ago, Charles Mackay, he formed a party. He win 10 constituencies. You understand it? So even though you're a small party, you get to work hard for make you make an impact, make you reach out to people there so that you get a base. Because one thing we they look at now, the minimum vote we go get, we go qualify you for get seat is in any locality. You see, if they say forget 10% in a district, make sure say you work hard for get 10%, then that will entitle you for make you get seats in council or parliament.
Okay. The program now, Good Morning Salon, they come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. And name now John Oponjo Benjamin Inadi. First MSLPP chairman, as in there so today for talk about the status of governance and democracy in the country. So now let's look at how we go assess the current state of governance now Salon compared to the previous administration.
I think in spite of the disturbances and interruption we'll get.
Go ahead, sir.
We have served well, and we don't do a lot better in a lot of ways, because whatever you go say, yes, the developments where they go on in terms of road network being continued, in terms of health sector, they get improvement where they happen now, in terms of agriculture, we are making some inroads. I mean, somehow we come in a difficult manner, but we don't able to stabilize after those interruptions we'll get. And we want for government together with the opposition, so that when opposition effective, it will make you governing more effective. But when the opposition become disruptive, then it minimize your productivity. You see? Because, for instance, I mean, this issue of NEC commissioner, we had a problem when I was chairman and leader. They appoint Christian at top for making go in for a second term. We say we not agree with that appointment. We raise objection. You understand? What did we do? I was chairman and leader. I tell me MPs, they say, we, the particular person will not go support her. So when they go to the appointment committee, all with MPs, they walk out. They walk out effectively. They not take part. When they go into the well of parliament, then do a similar thing. We had a position, a minority position, that we not believe say this man are the right person. You see? But then we continued our work. You understand? We continue to take part in the parliament work there after that incident. But staying out of parliament, we not feel say would have helped move things forward. So we have made our point, okay? And at the end of the day, then prove we right, because the way she conducted herself for council votes, okay, we're not in your job. you understand that? I mean, we know what it costs. I mean, during that time, where you could say he conduct himself a council vote, he give victory to APC in a way. They were not even prepared for government. They call, we say, yeah, we're not ready yet, because we self surprise. We now continue for work. So I was the Minister of Finance at that time. And believe me, I worked for 1 month under APC because they give them victory where they not be really deserve. But out of the cancellation of votes, 477 stations, we are cancelled. You understand? So they won.
Okay.
And we accepted it and we moved forward.
All right. So you think, say, the present position of the APC party for boycott governance, I mean, not genuine?
Well, then one for address the situation in that manner. The point we then they make was there is a tripartite arrangement going on, and they think that should be followed. So I think they are working on that, okay? And their own way of enforcing that was to say, well, I'll hold everything for us until this is resolved. So I think they are working on that. At the end of the day, they must come to a settlement.
Okay. Now, JOB, my colleague just asked you about governance. At this moment, under the leadership of President Bio, as first-term chairman of the party, you okay with the current status of the country?
You see, when you look at the current status of the country, I mean, every institution, they function now. And in fact, you see, say, the governance system, they even examine how institutions they perform their job, they get oversight. For instance, if you look at the education sector, take Milton Magai, the principal, they just suspend them. Okay, they set up do something happen at the college, but just tell you, say, the institutions are functioning, government they function, they allow things to work properly. When there's a problem, there are people that protest, they investigate, then takes action, not to government take action. You understand, eh? So this they tell you, say, a lot of things where they happen, government, indeed, they do in your own job. You get ministers, they do their own job. And you find out, say, with president, in fact, don't become very valuable, not just for Sierra Leone. Currently, you find out, say, ECOWAS, now with the header, Security Council, we did it. So you get a lot of international responsibilities where they carry out, and I believe, say, they do it effectively. And I also believe, say, a ministry, say, I mean, at no point in time can we say, for instance, say that now we get problem. Now they don't even arrange somebody is taking over that. You see, so anytime we say problem, they solve it. Rutai, they don't change management. Sierra Leoneans, they run Rutai, which is good for us. The other mining companies are operating. So basically, outside we get challenges. They are coming in to address it. Schools are functioning. There is no strike going on for now. I mean, you find out, say, no area, not the way you go say, oh, college don't shut down because of dissatisfaction.
But yesterday, when we get the chairman for Western Rural Council, Kasho, he say this from this 2026, government not pay school subsidies to school STEM.
Yes, these are challenges where any government can get, and I'm sure eventually that will be addressed. But you find out, say, Kasho there, then they on the, I call it strike, not so. So if you do on strike, for make you access your resources. I was with the Minister of Internal Affairs yesterday, and I will tell you, say, they are taking steps for make them even address most of them. Just let me say, just do a letter for enable people there for make them pay resources out to the local councils. So they are addressing it. It is just that you have challenges and you have delays in certain things.
Okay. Yeah. Continue for the between the program in name now John Oponjo Benjamin in the first term SLPP chairman. As in there also today for talk about the status of governance and democracy in the program. Now the country, the program Good Morning Salon, they continue, and yourself can be part of the program by way go send a comment or text message to the number 077981981, or self you go now already democracy Facebook page. We're inside the program now. Not time for make we take break.
Not to know the pressure me. Not to know the pressure me.
Hey, hey, hey! They don't do them all, they don't do them. Then talk them, then do them. How them talk, but them bang, now so then they. or 50 or your T1.
Well, Skololo, who that they don't do them again?
Now PC Foreign Exchange Bureau, the number one foreign exchange bureau in the country, they give all the customers them 1% cashback for every transaction where they make through Western Union, MoneyGram, or RIA.
Na indon so?
Not so indon so, nice K. PC Foreign Exchange Bureau, don't 1% the game. This to them to fufu or kokoroma 1% semu, where before Jacko Kotiai, it don't ferembe. This 1%, it come for cantinap get. So you will get Famul, Paddy, or business partner where they send for you money through Western Union, MoneyGram, or RIA. Run go now any PC and Son shop where they all about the country. For you where they free tongue, PC and Son shop they now 16 Godrich Road Lumley, 59 Wellington Street, 31 Guard Street, 19 Frobe Road, 10 and 53 Saniabacha Street, 32A Wilkinson Road, 9 Kuto Road, and 24 City Road Porty. For Waterloo Famulem, within a 9A Liverpool Street, Waterloo. For Famulem where they upline, within a 76 Sky Corridor Road Corner, within a 5 Palmer Street Kabbalah, 54 Dambala Road Bo, within a number 4 Denby Street Kenema, 39 Robane Road Makeni, 137 Airport Ferry Road Lunge, Lagos Compound Kailaun, and 35 IDA Road, Cambia. Tell your neighbor say, PC Foreign Exchange Bureau, the 1% the game.
Cecil, do you know any shop usa I go able get quality laptop or desktop computer for buy? When I go give me wahala like the last one?
Aisha, you see this Dell computer na me hand? It don't pass 8 years from where I begin use am. It no one day give me problem. Na Palestino International in shop, na 5 and 6 Gloucester Street, na they a buyer. Not to copyright Palestino they sell, na original. You see this me plasma TV, this Samsung home theater, me standing fan and mobile phone. Every day when you see them, it's like a new one. They don't pass 8 years na me hand. Palestino don't open Palestino International Computer Shop na 3 Bojon Street Bow. Also you they get all kind computer for buy. For more, just call 076 56 5432 077 80 5898. Palestino International in Computer Shop, all team day for you.
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue inside the program. They take one of our lines to the Musai during the salon first engagement with international partner donor institution. Them now the spring meeting. The Minister of Finance, Sheku Fatamadi Bangura, says Salon need support now from IMF and World Bank as the country don't begin face global economic shock and challenge them because of the war between Iran, America, and Israel. Sapchi Kalon gets more in Gona reports.
Of Finance, Sheku Fantamadi Bangura talk this. Now the International Monetary Fund HQ1 Northwest, Washington DC, where able to talk about salon participation na the IMF World Bank spring meetings. USA is start for talk about the purpose of the global economic policy making gathering, where makeup of IMF and World Bank leadership, bank governor and minister of finance them from 191 IMF member country them.
The leader delegation for the Sierra Leone government to the IMF and World Bank spring meeting. The spring meeting, then they all are annually and a statutory meeting by then 2 institutions, when a global multilateral institutions where they help countries to address the challenge of development, but also any big challenge you get for the stability of the global economy, the world economy. And we all know what's happening in the world today, where the war where it take place in the Middle East between the US, Israel, and Iran, the extent of the impact of that war in the world. But we say in our young country, we don't begin feel the impact of the war.
A continue say salon economy be done do well, but say the war between Israel, Iran, and America go reverse some of the economic gain here where salon be done they make.
And then because we don't get good gains by the end of 2025, we bring down inflation, we bring down interest rates, we get primary balance in the budget, and we get stable currency. We be if you say that particular gain they already there at risk because of what's happen with the price of this main good. So we come another meeting here for can engage with partners and for see our best, then can help with you.
Sheku Fantamadi Bangura say Salon need more support now from IMF and World Bank so the country go able for manage and handle any economic shock or challenge wey go happen.
We they ask the IMF which other facilities then they for help countries who go benefit from. So that negotiation now with the it not conclude yet because we got further engagement. One thing we then say we no more is since the original assumptions that we get who do with 2026 budget on don't change, then they expect say they go do a review of the current fiscal framework. We go allow it for do a supplementary budget. We they expect for get some space inside a supplementary budget we allowing for cushion the shocks. We don't talk to them as well for letting them give you access to what they call DPO, the Development Policy Operation, deferred drawdown option, with additional access to resources for help people respond to crisis like this. So then negotiation they go on top of the budget support reforms that they go on right now. Now if we're able to calibrate all of that and then get an agreement with them, it will give you a good cushion for we go back to Parliament saying so we concretely respond to the crisis. So that's where we are. But then on top of that, as a country, we reach out to other multilateral partners then for letting give you access to trade financing facilities where they make flow help the private sector.
The Minister of Finance, Sheku Fantamadi Bangura, with other Salon representative them, be attend different session them on global financial stability, effective policy making through macroeconomic policy and other one them. From the International Monetary Fund, HQ1 Northwest, Washington, D.C., me, Nasaptiyo Kalon.
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue and you self can be part of the program by way go send a comment or text message to the number 077981981 or so if you go on our Radio Democracy Facebook page. Inside the program, we still get with John Oponjo Benjamin in at the first time SLPP chairman, as in there so today for talk about the status of governance and democracy in the country. Earlier on you mentioned both government institutions them. So how you can describe the Parliament and the judiciary in terms of upholding democracy and rule of law in the country?
You see, the judiciary all over the country will get magistrates there. Okay. So they serve. And indeed, what your government don't do, most locations there, like every district, headquarters town, you get magistrates there. Regional headquarters, you get judges when they're there. But ensure, say, indeed, the system they operate all over the country, so that when you get a matter, you don't need for make you bring case come free town, then they talk and inside free town, yeah, we get levels there. We get High Court, we get Appeal Court, we get Supreme Court, and they're all functioning. And somehow we may not be satisfied with the manner of working, but they are independent of government. Then they do their job. And for instance, if you go a court, they take decision against you, you can appeal to High Court. And if they take decision against you, you can appeal to the Appeal Court. You can go in levels, you understand. And some of the judgment where they make, they have reasons for doing it. And then some of the punishment where they go melt out, they have reasons for doing it. I mean, when I was leader of my party, I mean, several times, for instance, in Kenema, we had a case there where they sentenced woman there to 3 years without fine. You understand, eh? Then for some incident will happen at the party office and say they demonstrate. What did I do? We appeal, we go to High Court, we go further. We'll go, at the end of the day, they impose fine. We'll pay that fine there. You understand, eh? Then that's it to the matter. In Bo, I mean, where are the members of that thing there? Now the judiciary, they work effectively to the point that, I mean, political parties are not they see the interference into it too much. Because when maybe there's a chairman and leader in Bo, they come with people there, they sentence them above for 5 years. 5 years. They levy fine on them. When they come, why did we do? We sit down as a party and say, okay, now with people there, we raise money, we go pay the fines. We got them released. You see, the judiciary system, then they on their own. Government should not interfere with them. But we as people, you right, you get for fight for her. You get for make sure say you stand for your rights. So if there's a matter in front of the court and you're not satisfied, you take her from one level to another. And we should sort of minimize politics interference in the judiciary system so that this order from above should stop. I mean, because it not going to help anybody. Even you, where you go say you didn't have a governing party, it will affect you. You understand? Coming to Parliament now, they get oversight responsibility for make sure say they ensure say institutions are working within the limited resources where they get. They are doing it. Okay, somehow when you look at the current Parliament, I think say APC they get about 64 members, SLPP get about 80 members. So you see, the country is governed under these two parties. And as I tell you, somehow, waiting and they do in a parliament, they get committees where not to one party they did. You get committees where APC they head, or they get members then they. So that, for instance, if they appoint you to any position, if they appear before that committee, inside that committee you get APC, you get SLPP. There are two people there. And they get right for question you for say, oh, you not get police clearance, you see, we not go want you see. So effectively, anything where they happen, when you talk of parliament, now the two parties are responsible because they are working together. So now make we concerned with APC with the work out. You're not going to left all the work give SLPP because this government, now the two parties they get that. So APC they get for go back and ensure say they work with SLPP so that governance go be effective throughout the country and parliament will play their role. Yes, yeah. I mean, somehow we get this proportional representation system. We don't make, we focus now on work rather than on election because no election not there now. Yes, yeah. So the whole work now first half. Yes, yeah. I mean, recently we lost, now two members who lost Nakenema. They'll be replaced. And I mean, like, you don't even know it. You see, so the focus really now on productivity when you there as a parliamentarian. Okay, so somehow, not to SLPP they blame for parliament failure. You understand? I mean, the parliamentarians themselves take their own responsibility for their performance. But by and large, we see systems there. For instance, when you look at the country, we get challenges, just like within the Minister of Finance they talk. You get global problem. We don't affect all sides. And thank God we are managing it to the point that for now, you don't see queues for anything. You understand? Prices don't high, yes. But somehow things are available. Before now, in this country, you money save in a bank, you they go there, then tell you say money not do. You get for come tomorrow. You understand? We experience that. You see, money not there under APC, they go now your bank, money not there. You understand? You get for come back. Rice, you get for queue for them. Fear, you get for queue for them. You understand? But those things belong to the past. Now with the talk of, yes, prices don't go up. You see, and government in their own little way, they say, look, raise the minimum money we person forgets in the country. They don't raise, I think, to 1.2 million now. You see, so that is their own way of addressing the hardship within the country, and we all get for contribute. One thing we need for pickup, when you go overseas, you find out say people are not just doing one job. You understand? If you're not a teacher, you they teach during the day. You see, in the evening you they run taxi, you they run car. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Or you not nurse, you they work in one hospital, you they do morning shift in one hospital, you go do night shift in another hospital. You do two jobs. That is how a lot of people are developing themselves. But this issue of somebody just doing one job and thinking that he will survive on that becomes a big challenge for all of us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Joby, the issue of the judiciary, plenty people they point finger that they're not independent because if you look recently, the allegation are that then they select the way how they give justice to people. For example, we see yesterday we are in, they don't sentence Zainab for certain thing. We know waiting they happen at the justice sector from the lawyers, the bar association, and also the law school and the rest. You think say at this moment the judiciary not get any political interference?
Well, me not to part of the judiciary. You understand?
No, from your assessment.
From your assessment, some people then now the competence or the incompetence, now they show in doing their job. You understand, eh? Because what we are saying here is, you when they serve as a judge, you know say you get guarantee that work, that they know they sack you no more. You understand, eh? If you do your job effectively, nobody know they sack you. You understand? And they go query you go answer, say what you do correct. But if you don't do your job correctly, they also get procedures where they will investigate you. If they find you wanting, then they will take appropriate action. And besides, as you talk, we get all the organizations. You get bar association, you get council of legal lawyers, you get this. They all get right for making them take up any matter. For instance, you talk of this woman with the sentence, wait to go stop the bar association for looking into the matter. You understand, eh? Because what you do not correct. Wait to go stop the legal group where they don't form, you see, for take her up. So this is an open government system we'll get where all market your role for play. And me believe say, interfering in anybody in which is where they say government interfere, no, now excuse people then they find for make them do the wrong thing. You see, because I don't see anybody where you say, it just sounds like somebody go to the hospital for treatment. You go say, government go say, we don't attend to that person. You understand, eh? No. You as a medical doctor, you do your job. So the same thing for applying at the judiciary. The same thing for applying at the police. People should do that.
But this now one way people know they see in terms of they say they unpick and issue them where they hold people accountable for.
You see, somehow people would come out with some explanation. Okay. You understand, eh? And you get for make sure say, you stand up to her. You understand, eh? Like we say hand pick. When they decide for charge you, now because of what you do, you see, eh? And certain times and then you go say, oh, why they not charge this other person? You see, eh? Maybe they have a reason, you see, eh? And me no come for stand up for anybody. All what me they assure winner is that when I become the next president, some of those areas would be addressed effectively. And me go make sure say, if you with your party, that's what I was telling you, that first we don't do, they talk of political parties. Okay. Now we they prepare for election. Which party don't do your own internal election? We people that who don't elect to their position, they did it for the next 3 years. Whether you buy them or you give them money or whatnot, you don't go sack them. You understand, eh? They have a secured tenure for 3 years. You understand, eh?
Okay, continue for the return at the program. Walker look at the aspiration for be president. Okay. The program Good Morning Salon, they continue and now they take one power headline story. Also, the Minister of Communication, Technology and Innovation, Salim Abbas, say governments don't get but $2 million from one private company for pay Saratel workman them and self take over the company. Salim Abbas talk this is one meeting with the Ministry of Communication, Technology and Innovation, Ministry of Employment, Labour and Social Security, workman and Saratel for go talk about the action them where government don't take for CC them bring back the company for making begin work back. You know Kabia gets when gonna report.
Saratel Limited na state-owned institution where dem be set am up inside 1989 where dem work na for manage and provide national telecommunication service, more especially the one we get to do with fixed line communication across the country. And this company over the past year them don't they make sure say they give better internet service to salon people for over 5 years now. This company don't they get serious challenge like the one we get to do with better leadership, not they pay the workman them, better equipment them, and plenty other challenge them. We then challenge them, we make plenty parent don't tap for work, and because of this, make workman them now this coming. We don't they do different protest them for make government look inside and challenge them. And during this process, some pandemic end up lost their life. For addressing challenge make government through the Ministry of Communication, Technology and Innovation don't meet with one private company where for can invest na Sierra-Tel. Where this make the Minister of Communication, Technology and Innovation together with the Minister of Employment, Labor and Social Security and safe workman them na Sierra-Tel don't meet for go give their updates, but the step where governments don't take for give life back to Sierra-Tel. Mohamed Rahman Soare, now the Minister of Employment, Labor and Social Security, been talk more about this and safe. Waiting the labor law say for the workman yam.
So I'm glad to say we don't take very major decisions where they able positively affect the welfare and the well-being of Sierra-Tel people there. And we most likely, hopefully, inshallah, go reposition Sierra-Tel for continue for play a strategic role in the market. As government or business, now for make sure say we support Sierra Leoneans let them able realize their fullest potentials. The minister don't write to the Ministry of Finance to for let the Accountant General give instructions for let them open their account in the next couple of days. Once we get the account, we share with the partner, then they put the money there. The verification they continue now, and then begin in earnest because we get a tight deadline. We for make sure they happen before the launch. So as Ministry of Employment, we stand committed. We will support every inch of the way until this is done.
Inside in own talk, the Minister of Communication, Technology and Innovation, Salim Abba, before talk about why government take this step for give Sierra-Tel to private company for operate them.
On a see president every day, but on a problem they not mind. On a cry them day which I didn't know, it is see am in know. It don't not mind. Priority say for me solve that problem day. So that I'm my first instruction. So from that day. Now my number one, if I calendar board with my staff and it's where they write up there, that's Sierra-Tel. How for solve them? And because no, and not an easy solution, you know. And una no pass all man, but you know people like they out all man get ideas. But when you know the reality, una self no say it's not an easy solution. And government don't try, be cut off. You know, several times we don't try, we don't engage private partners, we will go to, but because of the problem, then go interested till they come, when they see the problem, they run.
In same way, so talk about some pan they challenge them, where you say this private company go address.
We all know the problem where the as minister don't talk about the CDMA infrastructure technology. Any private investor, we can remember say the amount of money where you need for invest for overhaul that infrastructure there is huge. Staff liability, because there's no solution without taking care of the staff issue. Then they back huge. Then you talk about the fact, say, this is a country where we get 3 successful MNOs for 8 million population. So because the compulsory, we can remember, say, okay, how they compete? We remember all the things that we need for invest. Then say you begin compete with them 3 day. Any businessman they begin calculate who start the profits they begin come. So now then I make the problem difficult for solve.
Salim Abba been talk about the $2 million where he say government gets now for pay workman them na Sierra-Tel and backlog.
Our plan is to relaunch Sierra-Tel the end of this month under a new arrangement. One first priority, maintain the name. All the private partners that we come on the camp, anywhere we can, we first told tell them there is no agreement without the staff issue. So part of the agreement we're gonna cabinet, we engage them. Imagine this, the person not begin make no money yet, but because we press them and we insist, the partner agree say as well they sign, it make $2 million available for begin take care of fully the staff liabilities. That $2 million there, okay, I'm gonna cabinet. President's instructions was very clear. The instructions from President and Cabinet was very clear. Say the first priority. Consultants then go wait. The wider staff, the deceased, the retired, they will be prioritized on our first group will be paid. Calculate all along backlog salary, rent, leave allowance, service benefits, all union dues, the whole list. We calculate that money they come up to $6.3 million. It's important for me we share.
Some workmen in Aseratel been get this for sake of the new development where they say governments don't bring. As the Minister of Communication, Technology and Innovation, Salim Abbas say, governments go relaunch Seratel back at the end of April so that this coming in say go they back into operation. Workman in Seratel been tell government thank you for this development and they say they're ready for work with the new management for Radio Democracy. Kabia the reports.
The program Good Morning Salon continue and yourself can be part of the program by way go send a comment or text message to the number 077981991 or self you go now where the Democracy Facebook page. Still we get John Oponjo Benjamin in the first MSLPP chairman as in the also for talk about the state of governance and democracy in the country. So you understand say they aspire for be the flag bearer for the Sierra Leone People's Party. What motivates you for going for that position there?
Well, you see, first make a tell you thank you we give this opportunity for make a kind of on a station. You see, somehow we they look at the interest of the country and we party. Me don't work for the party, I don't work with this country. And I believe say indeed if I get the leadership, I go able for maintain stability and bring prosperity, not just for the party but for the country. And because of the experience we don't get and the maturity we don't get, I think say a lot of things then they also we go do for hold the party together. I go able for unify the party, and I cut across to me APC and other party brothers there, because I always relate to them. Because if they do things not for yourself, you do it for the whole country. And I believe say if with the maturity where I don't get the experience and the exposure, and apart from that, the integrity. I don't serve in so many areas. Nobody no go point at me for say, oh, go anti-corruption. You understand it? I mean, I was Minister of Finance where we lost election, APC came, I became leader of the party. If I had problems, APC would have taken me to tax in so many ways. So with that integrity where you get and the commitment where you get for make we do things for keep this country on the path of stability and prosperity, I think say I'm more equipped than most people there for make a play that road there. Okay, and I believe say, I mean somehow this country get the potential for make we move from the current state into a better state if we are properly managed, because we don't do it once. When we fight a war, I was Chief Secretary of State. During that time, we are calm. Indeed, if you see, you see light, na generator, light, na this town, you see a generator. That was the state in which I took over governance. I was head of cabinet, and within a few months, I able to solve that problem for make we get lights back.
Okay.
You understand? Then you had to queue for everything for fear. Within few weeks, I able to solve that fear problem. So as we are, a lot of things that you can forget the understanding for make you able for do up. And I believe say, I mean, in this current situation also they are best equipped than any other person for make not to just flag where I want, now the presidency. I believe say if I get the flag where we party go retain the presidency.
So you don't be the chairman and leader for the SLPP party. So critics go on for say you term don't pass and get anything again for camp be flag bearer na the SLPP party. So what do you go say towards that?
Well, you see, in fact, you go now say that the time don't come because when you don't serve as leader and chairman, and now the next thing you want to look at now how you will serve as president for the whole country, using your experience where you don't get along the line, and using your connections there with the youth the way you don't develop for make them productive. So I believe, say, I mean, if you look at, for instance, Liberia, we just the next door. The current president with the old past me far away, you see, but the moment it take over, and he goes into work for the Liberian people there. Not to that time you get for talk about building a house. Not to that time they talk about getting married. Not to that time they talk about, So when you come in, you are coming in to serve. But the youthfulness, yes, you come with the energy. But there are a lot of things where also they distract you from focusing on the interest of people. When we come, the main interest will be for focus on developing Mikatri Sierra Leone and for make sure say we get minimum standard of life for Sierra Leoneans. Okay. And interest will be Sierra Leone. Because tell me, in terms of businesses, why should we be there in a country we say, get millionaires who are Sierra Leoneans, okay, where they go number past 2 or 3, you understand? Most people that went in there who are millionaires, they are not Sierra Leoneans. And a lot of our businesses are not in our hands. So those are the things we want to do for make. Indeed, we take ownership of our businesses. Like Nigeria, they put a law. Every business where they for be 51% owned by Nigeria. You understand? So you get that ownership. To banks, it don't matter which institution. Okay. If they work in Nigeria, 51% should be Nigeria ownership. And these are the things we do for Sierra Leone, for Sierra Leoneans, not for party interest, not for Sierra Leone interest.
All right. Now, as you don't make and clear say you want to be president of Salone, but you get other people, even though, some of them come out clearly and say they want to be president, but the activity around the show say they want to be president. How you gonna assess some of them people there, like Dr. Emmanuel Safabula? I don't make and clear say he want to be president. We get Dr. Senge around, where they go around say, with people they allege say himself want to be president. You get Francis Benkai Fala. How you gonna assess them people there? You think you're not the best person?
Well, you see, these are all things where I give credit to party. You understand, Unlike the other parties, I tell you, say we don't do elections, Now all the levels there, we don't left no more flag bearer. And when we do that election, we get what we call your party constitution. Now they tell you, for instance, for make you be legal advisor, you go say, you for don't be 5 years as a lawyer before you go can't say I want to serve the party. You understand, For make you hold position now, for instance, for be flag bearer. It's very clear in our constitution. For say if you don't serve at some level, either at Secretary General level, or you don't serve at chairman level or deputy chairman level, or leader level or deputy leader level. These are all people where they really for make use of the constitution. The thing we look at now is for make you now come forward to be flag bearer. If you don't actually work for the party, not where you don't you benefit from the party. Because most of them, you take them out of the positions inside and now, they cannot contest. You understand, Now them positions,
most of them like who that?
Like Emmanuel Safab, that way they talk about, Chief Minister, way they talk about. If they are not in those positions, they're not going to even talk about contesting for leadership of the party. They are only talking now because of the positions where party give them. They have not served the party.
So
you understand?
The
positions. That is it. Take them out of those positions. They cannot contest. You understand? If they want for contest, let them leave their positions. I serve the party as chairman and leader. You understand? In opposition, for that matter. In opposition. And now, I've been there with the president during the time when they do election. A senior advisor. You understand? And indeed, I was chairman for peace and reconciliation, for maintain peace in our party. You understand? So after those functions, we don't get a new team. Now the position we available now flag bearership now I want. And that's what I'm going for. And all the way they say they contest. They get for go by we constitution. We have a constitution. And they're not going to just ignore it. That constitution we use, we will do their elections there. We don't bring it to this level. You understand? And they know say they're not qualified. And besides, what most of them they do, now for make them just attract attention. You understand? But what we want, now for make them maintain their resources. Because we have a difficult situation. Because most of the time when the president in time they don't, in second time they don't, we don't see under Pakaba. We had change of government. under Anes, we don't see we are change of government. People that believe say every 10-year government they change. No, that's not it. Government not they change every 10 years. Now the presidency they do 10 years. But government, if the party win, continues. So what we are fighting for is for make sure say we retain the presidency and the governance. Okay. You see? So you can forget somebody we cut across, we indeed go effectively not just win flag bearer but win the presidency.
All right.
Yeah.
As you say, most of them people they are not qualify for be flag bearer. If you're fortunate, then pick somebody who you think say not qualify. What think will be the next step? The step for GOB.
I shall say we party they play by the rules, and it will not happen. You see, but if it happens, you get challenges. We go there ahead of the party because we will not allow the wrong thing to be done. You understand? I mean, we don't want to go the APC way, we say then go PPLC and whatnot. So I believe, say, the current leadership of the party will do the right thing so that we not go PPLC like how APC don't they do recently. You see?
So you ready for support anybody where the party go pick, if not pick you as flag bearer?
Once the person qualify, okay, the person qualify based on the defined things that you see, and then we do proper election, the person defeats me. Because me no say me qualify and they contest. They're not going to say you no go contest. So if we contest with somebody, we properly qualify, he win, then I will support the person.
All right. Somebody they ask our page say, what's the reason we make President Bill sack you?
You see, make I explain to you. The president don't sack so many people there. And me no go give you reason why make he sack me. On that day where the president sacked me, make I tell you, I was on a mission on behalf of the very president. CD Tunis tell me, say, let we go McKinney for go meet the former president Ernest Baikroma. We have just finished election. We don't finish the election. APC said they're not they go parliament at all. They're not they go to councils. So we had, like the current situation now, 9 may exist. So they asked me for make who play a role for goes over. So we go to former president Ernest Baikroma, me and CD Tunis. I go explain to her. I say, we don't come, we have this situation. You have a role to play. This is not your country. You say, 9 pull the telephone, they show me. He said, well, Mr. Benjamin, in what capacity are you here? I said, what do you mean? He said, you are senior advisors. Senior advisor. And 7 other advisors, you have all been sacked.
You been shocked?
No. I mean, when you serve, for make you even be minister or the thing there, you will be prepared for anything. You see, So it showed me, I say, yes, I'm not here in that position there. Currently, I'm distinguished Grand Chief Patron of SLPP. They mean a chairman for Peace and Reconciliation Committee in SLPP. So because SLPP and APC get problem, currently we don't do election. When I get 10 councils, we get 12. You see, when I get 64 members of parliament, we get 81. No other party in this country not get member of parliament. No other party in this country not get councillor. So the country don't divide between APC and SLPP. So we're not going to allow this country for make governance collapse. That is why we are here, for make we find a way forward. So I continue playing my role for let we hold democracy together. So in the process, you don't serve. I mean, you're not going to say now you are angry for serve. You see, but I have done my best to serve them. And why I was there, I'm proud for say, I'm not being think say I was found wanting in any way. The president don't win election. He wanted a new team. So that na priority.
All right. Lastly, as we not get better time again, they ask somebody. They ask again, say if una na the SLPP, una don't fit for the party. Plenty people believe say they don't push una in a corner. Una okay with that?
Well, you see, put you in a corner. I mean, people that get for serve the party in different capacities. You don't go continue for say you go just sit down. You say them push you in a corner. At times you get for make yourself useful. You see, I tell you, say somehow me in a farmer, I get me farmer. They go work there every day. So I have, I get me business where they run. So serving the party in one capacity, not mean say if they pull me in at that capacity, I will sort of hold the party responsible for where I know get me livelihood. No, I mean, we get for continue. This is why we are fighting for make we engage everybody, so that at any point in time, whether if you don't serve this party, you go continue for serve the party, because at the end of the day, you still have your vote. You get for vote. So we try for maintain those people there and recognize those people who don't serve this party. So that when you get an issue, the party for the day. You understand? I mean, when I go corner, I meet people them where they don't be chairman, and they are no longer chairman, but I met with them and me and they talk for saying, no, you still get for saying at the party, you have a role to play. Okay? So we keep talking to each other where we don't serve, for make continue for serve the party in one form or the other, even in terms of guidance, so that whether they in the positions they tell them, we have been in that position and not been able to do this, or not this I'm going to do. You see, so that they will get what you have. Experience is what you get when you don't get what you want. So you pass some experience to them.
Okay, plenty thank you. We joining on the program in name now John Oponjo Benjamin, and are the first 10 chairman for the Sierra Leone People's Party. As today we dey also for talk about the state of governance and democracy in the country. Plenty thank you. We joining on the program. Well, now this edition of the program, Good Morning Salon go left for today. Plenty thank you to producer, Kabia, DJ Sugarcane for in technical support. Mary Kamabango make una watch you live on our Facebook page, and we present this edition of the program, Good Morning Salon. Me na Karifa to contact the say bye bye.
My name is Usman Kama. Have a blessed day.